assembling. So today's request is actually from an awesome regular. It's from Aaron Wimsatt, the Kori Gundam. So we're just gonna start. Let's start with the head. In this case, he actually requests a double bullet head. If you guys are familiar with Gundam Age, which a lot of people aren't, a lot of people really didn't care for Age. I personally did not care for Age that much. It just didn't. I don't know. I'm trying to say without making someone upset. It just wasn't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame people. There's always one type of series I don't like. I don't know. For me, it was Turn A. I did not like the designs and the mustache on it. So that's just me,
Yeah.
But I don't know. I kind of did like Age. I mean, I see why people didn't like it. I don't know. Like I said, everyone has their own tasting.
Right. And the thing about like you're not liking Turn A, that's what some people felt about Recon G. Or G Recon.
The art style is what threw me off. I mean, I didn't mind the most. It's just that the art style really. After watching like Eureka 7, I'm like, man, it looks really much like Eureka 7.
Right.
But it's not. But
right.
I don't know, the mood and the atmosphere of it's like kind of jokish in a way, which I don't. I couldn't get into that one.
I am going to have to agree with you because the whole. Oh gosh, I need to get another one of these. Oh man, this is one like. Hang on. So, when I was watching Recon G, the style, the art style wasn't too bad. I wasn't expecting it. Aside from, I'm like, all right, every so often they're gonna have like a Gundam Age, Turn A Gundam pop up. Something that's like off the formula. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And yeah, they did. We got it. And the problem with me is you cannot tell what the hell was going on. Maybe I just wasn't paying full attention to everything. But I'm thinking to myself, I was like, okay, well, why are they fighting? I thought they were on the same team. Are they just kidding? Are they joking? What's going on? Like, it's a lot of stuff happened. Someone could probably summarize it for me, but I feel it's a lot of stuff that happened very quickly, and like the pacing was all over the place. You didn't know who's on whose team, what their objective was. Like, it was crazy, mind you. The G itself, I thought it was kind of interesting. I didn't care for the head too much, but I liked the backpacks and the armaments. Like the big red one that they got into was awesome. Oh my gosh, and like the perfect backpack was really cool. Like all that stuff I liked a lot. It was really, 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 really cool. Some of the designs were funny simply because, you got I forgot what they're called. Like razors or something. They do like a split,
I know what you're talking
put their arms out. I'm like, man, what kind of shenanigans is this? It was clever though. I mean, I'm not saying they're the first ones to do it, but it was pretty interesting to watch. But I did watch all of it. I got myself in it, took myself out. So overall, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Again, did I like it? No, not that much. There was a few fights that were really cool, but not too many. And I really didn't. I just didn't understand like a lot of it. That's what it comes down to. Alright, trying to clear all my new stuff out and everything. I'm like, yeah, that might help. Anyway, let's continue on. So we got the build. I meant to. You know what? I'll worry about it later. And for the arms, double bullet again. I actually like double bullet to arms. Like, these things are cool. These are really cool. Oh man, see this? Oh, double bullet. Oh, he wanted the regular arms, I think, actually. Yeah, let's do that instead for you, buddy. I was said DB, it's DG. Let's go back and double check that. Oh wait, no, he's, yeah, we're good with that. Alright, so the arms. For the legs, Titus. Look at them chunky legs, boy. Was a Goffine or something like that? It's so weird looking. To me anyway. There's the apple stone. So Captain Henry mentions that Gundam Age was his first for the backpack. Well, it's not much, but one Barbatos backpack. Yo, Hen, thank you for the host, Plat.
I'm interested in hearing other people who watched it. That may have been their first thing, what they thought of it. I mean, I'll admit, it was like the 3 different arcs they had. You know, you had the first one. This guy was like, you know, I'm gonna destroy everybody. You know, I'm gonna kill them. You know, like he was just like mad. You know, killing like, I don't like this race over here. They killed my family. You know, I gotta erase all these people. Then the second one was kind of like he's kind of like in between the middle. You know, maybe I don't know. It wasn't like he really knew what he wanted to do. Then the third one's like all passive, like, nah, I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to kill nobody. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the second arc, even though it kind of got cheesy. Even the third one too had its moments, like the designs. I really did like the designs in Gundam Age. I mean, the story-wise, not really much. Mostly for me, it's like, you know, you got good Gundam designs, but you know, the story could probably plot, you know, someplace.
Plot hole, plot hole, plot hole! No, I'm just kidding.
When I was watching it, I liked the characters, but all I remember is Flint and his kids. Yeah, exactly. They centered around him and his, like, you know, generation of his offspring and whatnot. So, I don't know, like, kind of new in my perspective. It was alright, yeah. Like I said, I was more for, like, you know, just the designs of the mobile suits, which really got me, like, you know, like Vince said, you know, kind of like, I don't know how to pronounce that one.
Reconquista G.
Yeah, that one. Like he had the different backpacks and whatnot for like the first model, the first generation Age one. Yeah, like all these different backpacks and stuff. You know, like a ninja one, a great sword one. I was like, oh, that's pretty neat. You know, I can see that working. Second one too. Second Age had a little, you know, backpacks too going on. Same thing with the third generation one too. But you know, I think that was what I really liked the most. You could just switch out these backpacks here and there. It was pretty alright. Even the enemy side has some pretty nice ones too. Now, I admit I liked actually too. That last one they made, that was like a hybrid Gundam slash... I forgot what the enemy races machines were called, but they like kind of took it half Gundam and half, you know, enemy side and made that like hybrid Gundam. You know, hella cool. Oh yeah, Wolf 2 was pretty bad. Yeah, him too. His dang it, Geo something, whatever. But yeah, he was hella cool too. I loved how he went through like his changes and his too. Kind of mad when they killed him off though. but it had to happen story-wise. You know, I knew it was gonna happen eventually, but that's alright. He had to kind of take up that thing from like his mentor and, you know, pull that whole white, you know, leader type thing, and then have that incident and then turn to like, you know, I don't know what you want to call it, a pirate, which I don't know why you just can't come back to kids like, yeah, I don't know, yeah, I actually fucked up, and you know, I decided to become a pirate now. But I'm still alive, you know, I'm not dead, but I'm a pirate. I didn't really like the pirate design though. That's the only thing. They like made it look all banged up, which you, like I said, it's hit or miss. I mean, some people like that too.
That's fair. That is very fair. Alright, so he mentions he wants it to look like the build Brain. So we're just gonna actually jump over to the arms. You know what? Let's take this actual build brand color and let's save it. Let's save it over. What color should we get rid of? I hate to get rid of reds. We can get rid of this one. I hate to get rid of red as he gets another red. Alright, so. Setsun, how are you this evening, my friend? Gamer, how are you?
I love the Zane Harto stuff every time they got now. Say each other's names going in there, yep.
Welcome, you beautiful creatures. Hopefully you're doing magnificent on this fine evening.
H.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that. Everyone's doing alright, makes me a happy person. So, Henry also mentions Build Fighters is my second series and it blew out of the water. I'm gonna say this, dude. People might hate me, might love me, but I think Build Fighters, like, legit, out of all the Gundam series I've seen, is hands down my favorite. Like, I know. Say yourself a Gundam fan, blah, blah, blah. I didn't finish Age, blah, blah, blah. Been there, done that. We all know that story, okay? So we don't have to revisit that every time. We just don't. Okay? I thoroughly, very, very, very thoroughly enjoyed Build Fighters. I'll preach that. It's probably one of my best animes right there. It's so hype, man. But
I will admit to.
Aside from that, and I think it's because watching the other Gundam series kind of helps you appreciate it that much more. Too. I will also add that I don't know what exactly it is, but if we're speaking without Gundam Build Fighters, actually, I honestly would tell people to watch Iron Blood Orphans, Double O. Depending how old they are, depending what they're interested into, I would say G Gundam. Maybe Gundam Wing, but I honestly didn't care for Gundam Wing as much as many people did. It was like one of the first popular Gundam series in America. But like I really wasn't like a huge fan with it. People may or may not hate me, but hey, again, that's just my opinion.
It's alright, like I said, man. I understand Vince's opinion, man. Like I said, there's some series I still can't give that daggone mustache. I don't know what it is about Turn 8. Didn't have a mustache, I'd probably be fine with it, but thing bothers me so much. I don't know, like I said, Gundam Wing, I grew up with it, so yeah, I love it, you know. As much people like, man, Gundam Wing, yeah, man, what can you say? I grew up with it. I really do love the Wing Gundam. I can't preach that enough, man. And then when it got like, you know, Custom Wing Zero, man, I lost it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you gave it Angel Wings, man. And that freaking dual Buster Beam rifle.
Yeah.
What made me mad is the only thing with Wing is that, like, you would get the Gundams to the point where, like, they would just blow them up out of, like, you know, whatever odd reason. That's the thing I didn't like about Wing. Wing, they were just, like, you know, suicidal at every point. Like, yo, if we ain't gonna make this mission, blow up that Gundam, and they blew it up like I think a couple good times too.
Yeah. To
the point where they had to like get a whole brand new one, or like they had to kind of like jump in between each of them. Like hell, they could pilot each other's Gundam. They didn't even need like, you know, oh, this is just my Gundam alone. I can't pilot anything else.
Yeah.
I'll admit they're pretty badass, but man, at the same point they were suicidal.
Yeah.
They didn't give a crap.
The only time that they even had that in Gundam was the first time Zex and Hero fought. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Because Zex was in the Wing Zero, Hero was in the Epion, and the Gundams were like, nah, player, I ain't doing anything. So they were fighting. So they stopped mid-fight and switched Gundams, bro. I'm like, that's some G rank stuff right there, bro.
Oh yeah.
So I give him props for that.
But really, like Vince said too, I really did like Build Fires because I think Build Fire is like the first to like incorporate all the different types of gun, which everyone can kind of agree with. Like, you know, I mean, for most part, everyone's Gundam may be in there. You know, they may have it pop up, but they try to like, you know, I should say like pull Gundams from each different series and put them in there and make them unique in their own different way.
Yeah.
Which is like the first I ever seen in a Gundam series was like, you know, dang, they got wing, they got, you know, crossbones, they got a whole bunch of different ones in there, and they make it work. You know, the different stereotypes and whatnot. But I'm astonished by it. I recommend that too.
I think a whole lot of people slept on Double O as well.
True that.
I think a whole lot of people slept on Double O. I think Double O was pretty solid.
I don't blame you for the heavier. I know there's a lot of heavier fans I talked to too.
Yeah.
They loved it.
See,
I did love it.
Gundam Wing did. I would say Gundam Wing did a really good job of making each of the characters Gundam distinct and different. You know what I'm saying? Like G Gundam did the same thing in terms of each Gundam you see operates completely different. You got Death Scythe is like a melee massacre master going over here. He has a cool cloak. He looks like the Grim Reaper, you know what I'm saying? He's like creepy kinda. And then you have Heavy Arms is like a walking fortress with all the barrages and things you have. You have freaking Wing Zero who has like the craziest long rifle attacks and he's cool. He can transform. Like, bro, it's so sweet. So sweet. Then you got my boy, my favorite, the Nataku and Altron. That was my boy. That was my boy. I don't know what it is, but I loved it.
Okay, didn't play around, man. He got to the point real quick.
Yeah. So he asked for a little bit of yellow. I didn't put too much of yellow in here because I wanted to make it a little bit similar to Build Fighter's schematic scheme. No shield, so I think that's actually it. So we'll be ready to name this bad boy though. Whoops. Gundam. See. Build, and more build, my man.
Builder.
Aaron, this is your build. You're not even here to witness it. It's okay. You're probably watching on YouTube now. Alright, play. Soon, bruh. Soon.
Don't say stuff like that, cause see, now it's like I think of that kind of food, and I'm like, you know what, that'd be really good, but I'd rather just think about how it tastes instead of actually eating it. Cause that kind of food makes me feel awful. Dude, right back. I forgot to get some water.
Bro, I know this homemade hamburger helper. Not much, MD, not much.